Hello, this is question 5 on your mixed exercise 7 from the applied textbook from year 12, the Edexcel one. It's claimed that 50% of women use Oriel's powder. In a random survey of 20 women, 12 say they do not use Oriel's powder. Test at 5% significant level whether or not there is evidence that the proportion of women using Oriel's powder is 0.5. So H0 is going to be P is 0.5, and they are asking us to check that there is evidence that the proportion of women using powder is 0.5. So we don't know if it's greater or smaller, it's just going to be different. So it's a two-tailed test. Significant level is 5%. It's two-tailed test, so half is going to go to each tail, and it's 20. So we can consider X, the number of women using the powder, as a binomial, 20, 0.5. And then what we are going to check is the probability of the observed value. 12 say did not use Oriel powder, which means 8 said they use it. And we are checking the number of people using it. Yeah, so we are going to check the probability of X being smaller or equal than 8. So the observed value really is 8 if we consider the people using the powder, yeah, not using it. So at this stage, you are not very sure what to compare with, greater than or smaller than. So what you have to do is to think, if you ask 20 women and 0.5% or 5%, 50%, sorry, are supposed to use the powder, that means something like 10 will use it. If we have 8, we are checking the smaller value. So we are checking what's the probability of X being smaller or equal than 8, yeah? Just because it's below the expected value. If we have 12, for example, we will be checking the greater or equal. So this probability, just going to binomial CD with a calculator, N is 20, P is 0.5, and X is 8, is 0.2517, which is greater than half of the significant level. Remember, we are splitting it in two. So there is not enough evidence to reject. We have to accept H0 and say something like there is not enough evidence to support the claim. To support Oriel's claim, yeah, or the Oriel's claim, or just the claim, yeah. Then the other option would be, so this is method 1, comparing with the significant level. Method 2 would be finding the critical region. Critical region is going to have two tails because it's a two-tailed test, so it will have an X smaller or equal than A must be smaller than half the significant level, and then I need to find an B, such as the probability of X being greater or equal than B is smaller than the significant level. But again, X is 8, which is smaller than the significant level, so we really, unless they ask us to find the critical region, then we'll have to find both. To just reject or accept H0, it could be enough if we just check this tail, yeah? So we can use the tables in the back of the booklet because, yeah, 20, 0.5 is on the table. So cumulative distribution, N20, P 0.5. I'm going to zoom in, but I'm going to mark the column, yeah? We need to find the first one that is smaller than 0.05, which is smaller than 0.05 is this one here, yeah, which is 5. So that means that my critical region is going to be X smaller or equal than 5, yeah. So that's the we can find the other one, but we don't need to really. So if we have 5 or less women using Orioles, then we can reject, but we have 8, yeah. So 8 is not in the critical region. 8 is not in the critical region. Therefore, we have to accept 8, 0. There is not enough evidence to reject, yeah? So we have to write this line. And that's all with this question. Either method is up to you, which one you use.